Good morning all. Yesterday we have completed the topic of subgroups. Now we have next portion is cyclic subgroups. We are starting this portion with the theorem, and this is the theorem. Let G be a group and a element of G, then H equal to a raised to n such that n is an integer, is a subgroup of G and is the smallest subgroup of G that contains A. That is, every subgroup containing A contains H. We have to show that, first we have to show that H is a subgroup. For that we have to show that it is a subset of G, it is closed under the operation, and by identity element and closure, identity element and inverse of an element exists in H. And next we have to show that this H is the smallest subgroup of G that contains A. So we can start with first we have to show that H is a subgroup. For that, first given conditions, let G be a group and A element of G, then H equal to a raised to n is an integer. Now we have to show that H is a subset of G. G is a group and all the elements a raised to n element of G, since it is closed under the binary operation. So all the elements in the form a raised to n is also is a subset of G. Therefore H is a subset of G. Now we have to show that H is closed under the operation. For that, take two elements from H. Let a raised to n and a raised to m element of H, then a raised to n, a raised to m is equal to a raised to n plus m. Here n and m are integers, so n plus m also an integer. Therefore this is, so this a raised to n plus m element of H, therefore it is closed under the binary operation. Now we have to show that the identity element exists. For that, put n equal to 0. So a raised to 0 equal to e and e element of H. Now for any a raised to n element of H, there exists a raised to minus n also an element of H. So a raised to n into a raised to minus n is equal to a raised to 0, which is equal to e element of H. Hence a raised to minus n is the inverse of a raised to n. That is, a raised to n all inverse is equal to a raised to minus n element of H. Therefore all elements of H has an inverse in H. Thus H is a subset of a group G such that H is closed under the binary operation of G. H contains the identity element, and for every A element of H, its inverse A inverse element of H. Hence H is a subgroup of G. Next, let H1 be another subgroup of G containing A. H1 being a subgroup of G, it is closed under the induced operation. So A element of H1 implies a raised to n element of H1 for all positive integers n. So also a raised to 0 equal to e element of H1, and a raised to minus n being inverse of a raised to n is an element of H1 for all positive integers of n. So all the elements of H is in which is a subset of H1. So H is a smallest subgroup of G that containing A. Next, the definition of the cyclic subgroup. We have proved the theorem. In that theorem is set H is defined. Let G be a group and A an element of G. H is equal to a raised to n, and such that m element of integer, n is an element of Z, is called a cyclic subgroup of G generated by A and denoted by bracket A. So order of an element is A is the smallest positive integer n such that a raised to n equal to e. If the cyclic group A is finite, then we write order of A equal to m. If the cyclic group A is infinite, then A is of infinite order. So we have cyclic subgroup definition and order of definition of order. For additive group, we denote the operation is plus. So a raised to n is a plus etc. n times. So it is denoted by na. Now we have two examples given. First example is Z6, which is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with addition modulo 6. So we can find the cyclic subgroups of 0. If we add 0 many times, it will get the singleton set 0. Now 1. If we add 1 addition modulo 1 same one time, it will be 1. 1 addition modulo 6 1, it is equal to 2. So 2 will be the 1 addition modulo 6 1 addition modulo 6 1 is equal to 3. So it will be 3. 1 addition modulo 6 1 addition modulo 6 1 addition modulo 6 1, like that 4. Next it will be 5, and next again it's 0. So this is the answer. Now cyclic subgroup of 2, which is equal to, if we add 1 times, if we write 1 times, it is 2. 2 addition modulo 6 2 is equal to 4. Again 2 addition modulo 6 2 addition modulo 6 2 is equal to 0. So this is 0. Now the cyclic subgroup of 3 is, if we write 1 times, it is 3. 3 addition modulo 6 3 is equal to 3 plus 3 6. Remainder is 0. So the answer is 0. Now the 4. If we add 1 time, it will be 4 additional 4 will be there. 4 additional modulo 6 4. 8 divided by 6, remainder is 2. So it will be 2. Now we add 1 more times. It will be 12 divided by 6. So this is 0. So this will be 0 2 4. And next addition, the cyclic subgroup generated by 5 is equal to, if we write 1 times 5, it will be 5. 5 addition modulo 5, it is 10, remainder is 2. Again 15, remainder is 3. 20, remainder is 10 remember it's 4. 20 remember 2. 25 1. Next we add, okay, all the next we add 30. 30 we will get 0. So this 6 times will be there. Now second example is, consider the group Z of all integers under addition. That's the group, and the subgroup is 3 generated by 3, which is equal to minus etc. minus 9 minus 6 minus 3 0 3 6 9 etc. That is the multiples of 3, negative, positive and 0. Hence 3 is of infinite order. We can denote 3 by 3z. Similarly, any z is the cyclic subgroup generated by n of z.